The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 39. You got the Nasdaq up 47 rather. S&Ps are up 8.5. We have the gold contract trading up $4.70 at 11:38.30. You have silver up 10 cents, $15.86. Both gold and silver, they had some movement into them, and they've given back a lot more than half of it. We'll see where this thing shakes out as we go through this trading day. Oil's up 58 cents at 53.60. You got the 10-year note down 6 ticks, 123.05. 30-year bond off 22 ticks, 148.14. King dollar's up 58 ticks at 103.06. Hope everyone had a great Christmas, Hanukkah, and we're kicking into 2017.
That we are, right around the corner. Wow. New Year's Eve.
2017. And this week, folks, you can still expect holiday trading out here. The first indication, let me just look at that. I had to look at this for a second because the NQs inside the NDX 100, out of 100 stocks, folks, there's only 2 of them. Oh, okay, that just changed. Let me just see.
Well, yeah, but even barely. Now the other 2 are 0.06 and 0.02 and 0.09, and you know the leader down is only 0.18%.
Right. When we had just looked at it and when we were coming on, there were only 2 that were in the negative, and now there's 4. But it's like it's like nothing.
That's probably 1 or 2 ticks that they made it into the negative.
Exactly. So pretty intense. NQH6. What you did have here.
7. But go ahead.
7.
You got it.
Yeah. What you did have here is that this thing just took off like a rocket ship, man. I mean, that was about as intense as you can get. We'll see whether that market. That's what I want to do. I want to go over to the S&Ps and see if the S&Ps did the same thing.
That was March of 16. That's what you're on 7.
Yeah. Yeah, they did the same thing. They did the same thing. I mean, they moved 9 points.
Yeah, it's about 0.5%.
Yeah.
Versus NASDAQ. Jump back to the NASDAQ 100. It's closer to like 1%.
Yeah, because that looks insane. I sold it. I sold it on the Nadex platform.
Okay.
If you haven't test drove that Nadex platform, folks, a great time to do it. You can come over to our website at TFNN.
You sold it after the rise, just to let them know, right?
I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah. And what because of holiday trading too, if you're used to trading these on, at the end of the holiday, or end of the weekend, Nadex didn't open until 3 in the morning last night. And you know what was interesting is that when I was watching, I wasn't up at 3, but when I got up this morning, I was doing the gold report like at 5:30. What had happened is that it looks like all the markets got active at 2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I think it would be similar, though, to how they normally open, just that Monday was closed, correct? That's how, because the indice indexes are not available Sunday night.
Yeah, the currency wasn't either. I was trying to buy the euro last night at 6 o'clock. So the exchange itself didn't open to 3 in the morning. Okay. So there's something different over this longer period of time. So we'll check it out as we go into the new year, but maybe the same thing will happen on New Year's because
we'll have to get the details of all of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they just stated, very clearly, just so people know, when you log in there, they give you a message that states all that time.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Okay.
Right. That they were closed. That they're going to open at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then what you had here is that at 2:30 in the morning, though, that's when silver stopped moving, gold stopped moving. We'll see where this thing shakes out today. They're saying that, let's see, consumer confidence. Okay, so U.S. consumer confidence increased more than forecast in December from a month earlier. Let's see, what time did this come out? This come out at
10 o'clock this morning.
Okay, so this just come out. So that hasn't done much to the marketplace. Okay, the group's index jumped to 113.7 this month from a revised 109.4 reading in November. The median projection in Bloomberg Economist was 109.
Yeah. Now that, just so that report came out then. It'd be interesting to see when the actual number was released. In terms of, did the number come out at 9:30, and that's what?
Yeah, meaning Goose, the NDX 100.
Just because the report's written at 10:01 doesn't mean that that's when the number actually came up. Especially with the type of market move we got.
Yeah, there's no doubt that whatever the market move was, we'll find out whether it's going to hold. If we go overseas, our man, Mr. John Logan's back, and that's a beautiful thing.
It sure is.
Totally.
Traveling man is back in the saddle.
Oh, the guy is working, man. He's working hard. If we go over to Asia and look at Asia last night, you had the Hang Seng down 0.2%. Shanghai was off 0.2. Nikkei was flat. In Europe this morning, what we have is that you have the CAD up 2%, the DAX up 2%, the FTSE is just about flat. Over in Italy, I think it's Italy where they're trying to save this bank that they're trying to save in Italy. Yeah, here it is right here. Now this is one of the oldest banks in the world. I was reading this story about it. It's pretty cool. And like a whole city is built around it. The thing that's really wild, folks, okay, and you see this continually happen with, I don't know if it's just all public companies, but they were out there trying to raise money, and they claimed that they only needed $5 billion in the public market. And the public market wouldn't believe them. And sure enough, when you look at this morning, now they're saying they need 8.8 billion to 9.2. Right. So the public market was smart not to give them the money.
Sure.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls. Now, Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 38. You get the Nasdaq up 42. S&P's up 8.5. And bottom line is that you have holiday trading. The DAX is not up big. The FTSE's not up big. So it's actually the FTSE might be closed. Let me see this for a second. No, it's open. One second. Hold on.
I was like, where'd you get that?
No, it's closed. So the FTSE's closed. But it'd be interesting to see whether our markets can hold. So if you go over to the Nadex platform, folks, I just want to show you that, with defined option trades, it gets pretty interesting out here. Now, because of the spike this morning, the spike was astronomical, meaning
it was a big spike.
That type of spike. So what happens is that you have different point spreads inside the NDX 100. They would actually call it the U.S. Tech 100. And the risk versus the reward, I really liked it up here, man. I mean, It was all premium, but you talk about an 80-point spread.
Sure.
From 4,900 to 4,980, and I sold it at 4978.70, right?
Yes. Is that what yes.
So, watch this. This gets wild. Yeah, can you just put that so I can see? I believe I risked $130 or $140.
Let's go per contract here, okay?
Okay.
We're almost there. I mean, that just, whoops. There you go.
Yeah, so $13.
Yeah, right. No, for sure. If you happen to get a 100-point decline from where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, not much, right? And right now the index is at about 49.87.
Right.
So, you're about 10 points above break even. But yeah, it's quite a risk reward if you happen to get one of those big turnarounds, for sure.
Right. Yeah. And what will also happen is that you don't need the full, like what has happened is that if you just get this contract, there's so much time right now, folks, that if I get this contract just to pull back 7 or 8 points, this thing will go in the money pretty good because the premium is going to be built in there.
Yeah. Yeah. There'll be, there's 10 points in there pretty much exactly right now, and then that money will stay in there for the foreseeable future, right? At least immediately, definitely.
Right, because there's so much time. So,
yes.
And it's unusual that you get this kind of spike in the, and it's like, oh, hold it, I'll sell that spike. That's a big one.
Yeah.
When I came over, let's go read about our favorite stock, Amazon. Not that it's our favorite stock, but
what are they up to?
Here it is, and we have each one of us. Tommy's sister, my daughter, gave us these for Christmas.
Yeah.
So Amazon said it's had its best holiday season yet, having shipped more than 1 billion items through its Prime and fulfillment services. Oh my God. Receiving a record number of orders for its own Alexa devices.
Alexa. Yeah. So that's the Echo.
Yeah.
And then that's the Echo Dot.
Right. Sales for the Echo Speak is based on Alexa voice recognition software 9 times more than the 2015 holiday season. Amazing.
Yeah, and that should make sense to everybody. And nobody was talking about Alexa last year.
Right.
It's just
right.
That's coming a far way. Even though it was around, right? That was just the beginning. Echo and the Echo Dot were the best-selling products across Amazon this year.
And look at that. They sold out of the Echo speakers in mid-December.
Sorry, I don't see where you jump. Okay, sold out of its Echo speakers in mid-December. Yeah, they were running big sales for it, and maybe the Echo Dot is even a better value, like we're talking about. You just hook the Echo Dot up to a Bluetooth speaker, and it becomes basically the entire deal.
Right.
Yeah.
You hooked yours up yet?
No, I haven't.
Me either. I know. I gotta get it. I gotta get that done. Gotta get that done. That's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the small caps out here. So when the market popped there, the small caps, the IWM is up 86 cents right now. It had popped to 137.30. Right now you're at 136.89. And we'll see whether it can hang over. The benchmark here is the 136.75, folks. That's where it came down last Thursday. And that came down fairly hard for a holiday holiday trading week. You can see that volume expanded to 34 million, where the other indices didn't do that. The small caps did. So what you'd be looking for, if you're bullish, you're looking for an expansion of volume, and you close over the 136.75. If you're bearish, you're looking for less than 34 million, you close underneath it. So this week you got. Is it 30? Is it 31 days in December?
Putting me on the spot, man.
Sorry.
You ask me simple questions that a calendar can solve. There are 31 days.
Okay, so I see. The 31st is Saturday. Okay, cool. So
yeah, New Year's Eve will be Saturday night. New Year's Day is Sunday. We'll be closed Friday and Monday. The market will be closed Monday, January 2nd. The market is open Friday, January 30th. Right. December 30th.
Right.
Yeah.
And the reality is that hey, we'll see whether you're getting action in the next couple of days.
Yeah. You definitely have. This week is a little bit different than Christmas, in that this is your last opportunity for, tax and cleaning it up. So, I think Kevin Hinks last week, he was saying that actually on New Year's Eve, you can see a spike, which would make sense because that's the last time to position yourself for various accounting reasons, whatever they may be.
No doubt. And what you do have this holiday season, though, this is a. It's not that it's a longer season the way that it's falling.
What does that mean? Sorry.
Vacation-wise, meaning that how these are done, meaning that you're on a Sunday, you close a Monday, and the reality is that we'll see whether on Friday if there's action.
That can be a little bit perception, though, too, just to keep things. When Christmas and New Year's fall on like Wednesdays, that creates quite a holiday season as well. Every year it might seem like it, but put the holidays on a Wednesday and the market struggled to
2 weeks.
Yeah, so these 2 weeks are. Normally, our man David White, he's always a busy man doing great work, and he takes time each year these 2 weeks. And I say that's great, man, because what better time to take some time off for yourself, because he does such a great job. He's always here, you know what I mean? But that's what he does, because guess what? That is a great time, regardless of the year, really, to take some time. It's slow. He's still putting out his newsletter, of course, doing great stuff, but that's a good time for, the holidays. It's kind of those 2 weeks. They fall within a week of each other, and so no matter what, it seems like...
Yeah.
It's always a slow period.
2017 is hard to believe. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks, and this will be a low volume market. It looks like it out here today anyway. You get Bank of America up 3 cents, Advanced Micro's up 19, NVIDIA is nonstop. It's up another 468 at 114. Facebook's up 76 cents. You got Microsoft up 54. Tesla Motors is up $6. They're starting to make solar panels. I saw that all over the place this morning.
Them and Panasonic have formed a deal to,
So NVDA, let's go take a look at NVDA. Look at that thing. What a rocket ship, oh my God. So NVIDIA, folks, let's see, November 10th, it was at $71. It's at $114. Now, they come out with big numbers.
Yeah, but still. Right.
Exactly. That's pretty amazing. Look at that. That's a rocket ship. Let me just see.
Quite a year for them.
Oh, my God.
Somebody named them the stock 2016. It would make sense. I just forget. You're seeing headlines all over the place for year-end.
And in this one here, this got a 13.9% shot position. So it's that thing can keep going.
Yeah.
That's the squeeze is on. And the squeeze is on a holiday week. 877-927-6648. Dow's up to 38. Nasdaq's up 41. S&Ps are up 8.5. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 43. You get the NASDAQ up 41. S&Ps are up 8. And we just, if you take a look at the NYA, this is a bad tick, folks. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Can't find the information.
But we think it could be.
Yeah.
We haven't confirmed anything yet.
Well, the
Just to put,
yeah, no,
we don't know what's going, to be fair. Just go ahead, but yeah.
Okay, so.
I suspect, that just to, I like to put things in. We suspect it's a bad tick, for sure.
Right.
But we haven't been able to find anything to do with where it's actually at or the stocks within it or, to confirm that. That's all I just want to put.
So the tick says it's up 500.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bottom line is that if that was up 500, the Dow Industrials
I agree.
would have to be up like quite a bit. And the Dow's up 40
completely.
The Dow's up 40 points.
But we haven't, yeah.
So we'll see where that whole thing shakes out. And inside the NYA, what's inside the NYA is all the not only the equities that trade on NYSE, but you're talking about all the bonds.
Sure.
And
this is the only reason why I say we suspect, because there's actually no information that we can get right now. So something funky's going on.
Yeah.
But.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. We get over and we take a look at the XAU and the HUI inside the gold market. So the XAU is trading out here at $75.21. Now this, folks, 77.30, well, 75.54 gets you inside the larger range. 77.51 is a better number. We'll see how this is, if it can actually make it inside that range. That's an important range if you're looking for these gold and silvers to go higher. The Gold Bugs Index continues to be the weakest between the XAU and the HUI. The Gold Bugs Index right now is at 170.47, and 171.76 would be the number there. So it's close to it. And what the difference is, the reason that it's the weakest thus far is that when you take this and you actually put this back as to what it did, what the Gold Bugs Index did is that hit a low 2 weeks ago of 160.25, but it did it with 214 million shares. And it was going against 199 and 194. So that's a little troublesome. You can make the case that, okay, you had a test last week, but because of holiday trading too, it's like, my take on this is we need a sign of strength in it. Do you know what I mean? To prove that, okay, that was the test. Because what had happened, folks, is that many of the gold and silver equities, they came back to these highs of February and March and April of last year. And they did it, most of them did it with lighter volume, So we'll see whether the good old equities can get off their lows. Another one to keep your eye on that came down hard was Rangel Resources. Now, this was always one of the strongest gold stocks out there for the last, 9 years. This also came back hard, but what this did, it just came back right to the beginning where it broke out from. So it's like, man, this is going to be crazy if this can get some juice.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that move.
Quite a year for them.
It is. January, the stock, last January, the week of January 20th, the stock is at $60.
Yeah.
The week of July 8th, it's at 126.
And then?
And then?
We're at 72.
We're at 72.
Yeah.
This is an absolute classic as to the extension's too far on the way up. The extension now is too far on the way down.
And gold's had quite a volatile year in the same respect, so.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge. I know what we want to look at. I want to look at Harmony. The reason being, so you get Harmony and GFI, folks. Harmony trades more so of how the Rand trades, because GFI owns some gold companies outside of South Africa. But Harmony almost looks to me that it's ready to move again higher, where GFI doesn't. This is going to be interesting, because when I was doing that gold report this morning, it was like, okay, now prove that you can do something, Harmony. It came down hard, and if you remember, if you're in this market, you would remember this, is that Harmony was the first one that moved when gold stopped moving.
Okay.
And it moved about 2 weeks before everything really stopped moving. It was like insane, but it moved from 53 cents to 487.
Yeah.
Now GFI doesn't look to me that it looks weaker. So we'll see where that whole thing shakes out, because the currency is still a big move as to, how much money these guys can actually make, or these companies can actually make. We go over to Google. Let's take a look at Google. So Google's up 660 this morning. Amazon is up $10. Still pretty far away from its high, though.
Yeah. That's one earnings release for them, right?
Yeah. Well, it's intriguing that they come out saying that this is the busiest they've ever been.
Yeah, but that can be. There was a lot of just general talk in that release.
Right.
We sold a lot more than we sold. You know what I'm saying? That's a press release almost any company might be able to put out. In terms of how much are they spending to sell it, right? What are they making on their margins?
Oh, big time.
All that stuff that Amazon.
Big time.
Yeah.
If we look at Facebook, now Facebook, this is off a high of 133. We're at 118. So the next numbers, see, when we get back in the new year, so Facebook comes out with numbers the 25th of January.
Yeah.
Let's see when Google comes out the 26th. Interesting. Amazon, February 2nd. Okay, so.
And we get the inauguration, of course, January 20th, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So right after the inauguration, we're going to have lots of numbers coming out. No doubt about that. We take a look at some of the Dow stocks and see what's the strength inside the Dow Industrials out here today. Okay, so you get Apple's the leader, up $1.12. Merck is up 52 cents. Microsoft's up 0.7%. Procter & Gamble's down 0.6, nothing big. Let's go look at Apple, because
sure.
So it's close to its high of the last 6 months. But let's see. It's, you know, I was looking for Apple coming out saying they had a good season too.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be kind of interesting, right, as the day goes on, or the next couple of days go on.
Now, I wonder how that works, too, with, you know, Amazon releasing numbers on December 27th. They control all their numbers, right? I don't think it's the same where Apple's selling theirs, of course, in their stores. They probably have a similar deal, but guess what? They're also selling their items where? In Target, and you know what I mean? So they don't have the instant access to all those numbers that I bet Amazon does.
Yeah.
In at least the same respect where, you know, a day after Christmas, they know everything because Amazon doesn't sell through anybody else, you know? Whereas Apple, it's probably, I would bet the company has a pretty good grasp, but in terms of putting out an exact number like that, you know, we sold 9 times as many Alexa. They don't have quite that.
Yeah.
But again, like I said,
The market's going to be looking for
that
it.
Amazon PR. That's like a PR spin. Everybody knows you said. You know, what if it was 6 times, 7 times, 8 times? There's going to be something like that.
15 times.
You know, whatever it is, they were ready to just put out a good press release.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 40. Nasdaq's up 41. S&P's are up 8. We're going to be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And, you know, just looking at the den here, I'm realizing the Dow 20,000 sneaking up on us again.
Yeah. It's waiting for Basil Chapman at 11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, totally, man.
You got it.
It's got to be Basil's deal. So let's go take a look at this.
We're waiting for that peak. What's it going to be? We'll have to listen and find out what kind of a peak it's going to be at 20,000.
Exactly. So right now, folks, you hit 19,980 today.
Less than 20 points.
Right, and I think we hit 987 last week.
I think you're right.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
987. So,
We were 12.37 points away
right.
on the 20th.
You just stay right there because
That was a week ago. Time flies.
I know. And then it went all the way down to
All the way.
19,882.
Yeah, 100 points.
It's the end of the
All the way down 100 points.
That's the end of the world,
The
man.
Dow goes down 100 points all the way.
Totally.
All the way.
I'm telling
Seriously.
you, man.
Before it
Crazy.
goes up 500 points the next 2 days.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, as we go over to the NYA, maybe the NYA is telling us that, hey, guess what? We're going to go up 500 points whether you like it or not.
Yeah, who knows what's going on with their reporting today.
Yeah, they're in tough shape.
The only thing that's weird when you say it's a bad tick, there's more going on there because there's trading activity at the top. There's a low, there's a high, there's, you know what I mean? It's not just one random tick. There's funky stuff going on there. If you just pull up the chart, you know, it has an open, it has a high, it has
Right.
a low. You know, there's not one random tick that just showed up. So that could just be as simple as one equity in that showing, you know, adding a zero or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where then the whole index is trading way above where it should be. Or
One of
something.
those fat fingers.
Not a mundane detail as
Yeah.
the
Fat finger.
Yeah.
The fat finger got hit. Let's go take a look at these NQs again. I think I'm getting a little action on these NQs. Slightly. Nothing.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the top of that box is at 49.80, so anything below there, you start getting value, and your break even is 49.78.5 about. Yeah.
It doesn't take much.
Well, so you can see this is a good. So when we were looking at this, now what time is it now? About 10:45.
Yeah.
So give or take about a half hour, 40 minutes. Kind of started the show somewhere around it, and it is interesting to see though that right now, so you only have about 6 points,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
That was about 10.
Right.
You know, so this is gonna be not slow, but it's not point for point when you're this far towards the end of one of those spreads, and that's where, you know, people, if you want to download the demo account and really get used to how these move,
Right.
Because, you know, you may have thought, well, this just went down 4 points, so I should get 4 points here, but you've only gotten about a point there,
Right.
you know, just to
Right.
put things, yeah.
No, which would make sense. Because
right. No,
what's
for
gonna what would happen?
And that has to do with the delta, you know, as
Yes.
what's you know, how is it reacting to the underlying index?
Right. Because once this thing gets into the 80, just so you understand too, and that's why the leverage is so intense here. It's $100 a point. Because I get 10 contracts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not something that I got to keep all day. It wouldn't be bad getting my principal back if they pull back a little bit longer and then just let the rest of it ride.
Sure.
You know,
Sure.
We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
But it's
For high risk trades like that, it's never a bad idea to think about getting your principal back when, you know, you're going to lose more often than you're going to win.
Totally. And this was the gift from the trading gods, folks, that you get a bump up like that, you know, because even if you're wrong on the aspect that it wants to come down, a natural retracement would bring back something. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's like,
and that's what we're kind of seeing right now.
Yeah. You know,
at a minimum, right?
At a minimum. And guess what? If there's with holiday trading, you know, it could come all the way
the
back to
market can do irrational things, and
49.60.
you know, risking 13 to make 787.
Yeah,
you want some irrational things to be happening when you have that type of a risk reward parameter. I mean, really, you just want pandemonium to break loose when you. I mean, seriously, either up or down. Because if you're risking 13 to make 787. Pandemonium is on your side in terms of fear and market.
The thing that's amazing about this one is that was down at 10 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I get to 4:15 in the afternoon.
Sure. Now to keep things in perspective, you know, it's 10 points away from the market. That's 1/4% on the index that needs to move before you get any money back.
Right.
And that's, you know, that's why.
That's why I had that.
That's why you got
it.
Right.
That's why they gave me that.
Yeah.
Well, they might have given me nothing. We'll find out.
That's where you were able to get that price.
That's
right?
exactly.
There you go.
You gotta love it.
Yeah.
If we go over and let's take a look at those Qs. So if we take a look at the NQs, what I need now, I got the test of the high. See, the test of the high came in at 10 o'clock because the NQs were already up there at 9:40. Now I need some volume. The cool thing about when you get a spike like this, though, there's not like a floor that's laid out, you know, to basically support to support anything.
Yeah.
You know.
As in, it's tough to peg there where it would face some resistance.
It is, exactly.
Basically gapped up off the open practically in the span of 15 minutes, but yeah.
Right. And then if we go over to the S&Ps, now when you look at the S&Ps, the futures this is, what you do have here is pretty interesting, and this is why. So where the NDX took out its high, blew it away.
Okay.
The S&P didn't.
Yeah.
You know, that's a decent indication that, you know, I still might get a seller here somewhere. And if you get a seller inside the E-minis, you're going to see most times that you get a seller, just not the E-minis. These large funds that come in, they sell everything at the same time because they're trying to move a market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at some of the, just right across the Dow as to what equities are doing. You have Boeing's down 59 cents. You got Coke up 8 cents. You get Disney up 28. GE is up 4. How about GE, Tom? Setting up their headquarters in South Boston, huh?
Yeah.
It's huge, man.
Yeah.
And it's pretty amazing. But GE, as a stock, can't get out of its way. Hasn't been able to get out of its way for a long time. It's kind of weird, actually, when you look at it. Because it's like, you know, the high is, that's 2,000, $60. Your next high was 2007, 42. And the last high is 33, which would be on the week of July.
Yeah, the end of July.
You know, pretty intense.
Yeah.
And it's, they do, I guess on a longer term basis, let's see what.
You just jumped a wisdom tree or something.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, GE. So they've been paying a 3% dividend. 333,000 employees. That is a payroll. No doubt about that. That is a payroll.
They get a little bit of revenue to take care of all those people.
Yeah, big time. And so if we do look at that, because
It's a $282 billion company.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they take in
Yeah.
$125 billion a year.
Right.
So every 8 years, they're taking in $1 trillion.
And you can see, you know, when you look at 2012 to 2015, this looks like 2016 be the first year that the revenue actually went up.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. They could have sold something off there. There seems to be, you know, a massive drop from 2014 to 15.
All the whole financial, they were really a bank. All their financial sectors they sold off. So they, you know, they're getting back into, you know, I'm not sure whether it's the industrial side, but they're not. It's not the GE Capital anymore.
Yes, yes.
Because GE Capital, folks, was a monster.
Yeah.
Huge,
Yeah.
absolutely huge. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 34. You got the Nasdaq at 39. S&Ps are up 8. And of course, we get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up at 11 o'clock, and we got to get that Dow up 20,000 between 11 and 12 one of these days this week. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 34. You got the NASDAQ up 40. S&Ps are up 8. And looks like we got a market that's going sideways since we really come on.
Yeah, a little bit of a rise, right? Maybe in the Dow, but not much action.
Right.
Yeah.
If we look at the indice volume out here, what you have thus far is that you're 126 million on the NYSE. On the composite, you're at 357. That's actually, it's really hard at this point. It's way too early to see whether any volume is going to come in this market. If we look at if I stay with this NDX for a second, though, the Qs are very close to getting a failure done, it looks to me. You don't need much. We hit 121.52. So you're only 20 cents off of that, but we're only 20 cents away from closing on being under 121.11. And I don't think we're going to get 54 million out here today. 54 million was what was done on the 13th. So that's going to get intriguing as we come into the close out here to see if, in fact, that number can hold in versus that price can hold. There's no doubt that with the light volume, you can push this thing around pretty quickly. If we go over to the diamonds, the DIA, they're just doing a sideways move. That's 36 cents at 638. Now the IBB, which can move the composite, that's up $2, but not a lot of juice underneath that either. And it's interesting when you take a look at this IBB. This has always been a nice big move for the NASDAQ, but yet when we look at it, it's way off its high. The high was July of 2015.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's got, you can, isn't it interesting when we look at the IBB how when you have a support floor in the way up, folks, when you come down, that's what keeps the support going.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
And this is pretty good support at this. What, 259 area.
Yeah, 240, 250.
And that's what's holding it right there from April of 2014. And I'm sure that just as last year, these biotechs they're gonna stay in the news because there's no doubt the biotechs this morning, one of the largest, well, not one of the largest, but one of them's taking a good hit. Let me see if I can get this for you. When these biotechs takes hits, what happens is that it was a test, and people are dying from the test, which does happen.
Yeah, I saw we were looking at that earlier. Unfortunately, there was liver problems.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
All right. And it's interesting. Those heavy drugs are always. You got to be careful about the liver, because when I have those bad nails, and years ago I was taking one of those pills, and that was the key. That's why I stopped
usually,
taking them.
I mean, your liver processes everything, so you pump yourself full of drugs.
Right.
That's the fine balance. That's one of the fine balances, right? In terms of making sure you're not hurting your liver too much, by processing all these drugs.
To get rid of something else,
right?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, ugly nails. I'll stick with the ugly nails for a while.
There you go, man.
No doubt.
You're all right.
Yeah, totally. We go take a look at the. Let's go take a look at Microsoft. So Microsoft continues to stay at these highs. So it's getting, and it was intriguing. I hadn't been to the mall in a long time, and I know I had seen a Microsoft store before, but they just copied Apple. It's pretty amazing.
For sure.
Right? And it's amazing it took them so long to do it, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's a good-looking store.
Yes, it is, definitely. You can mistake it for the Apple Store,
Yeah,
actually.
I did.
Yeah.
I actually did.
Hey, why recreate it if Apple's doing it right?
Seriously.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up, and he just might have that 20,000 for you. We'll
35
see.
points away.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Dow's up 31, Nasdaq's up 38, S&P's up 7.5. Look forward to speaking this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.